First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Catch is made down the right sideline. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Fields on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. So 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Fields out of the gun. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw for Fields. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
Man in motion here. Another throw for Fields. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Right, ready to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running this one left. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
He manages 13 on this punt return. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play action on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They're going play action. It is caught left side. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. There's a give left side. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 1 yard there, back-to-back stops, and decision time now on 4th and goal. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out out and set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give it to him again. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he's safe. First down before the hit.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Now the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's a give up the middle. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. It's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Misfire there, couldn't connect.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They've got a man in motion. On third down, Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. To throw again, it's Purdy. Completed to his running back. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has it down close. Touchdown, New Orleans. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talked about, bro. That courage that kept the champ for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Saints tie things 10-10. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's completed right side. He picks up 15 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And he makes the half goal. It's a touchdown on the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Out to kick it away, here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Here's 2nd and 14. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And that's good for a gain of 5. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They've earned those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Fields looking to throw. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Fields on 1st down. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Lone back gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Purdy setting up that play action. He lets a heater go deep. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense up to the line fast. Off play action, it's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action, Fields. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. George Pickens the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff to the back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
The give here on 2nd. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. They motion the tight end over. Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Excellent return. He got 22 before being stopped. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Caught by Freiermuth. Still has some space inside the 35. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
That throw finds Pickens. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Running for it again. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Steelers cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game up. Right, ready to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Blitz coming for Purdy. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 46. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First down throw by Purdy. Hits his running back. Big 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Purdy throwing here. Looking to his fullback now. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Back to throw it. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Simple dive up the middle. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints going for the win here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun is Purdy. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Steelers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Completed here to Pickens. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They send a man in motion. He finds Pickens left side. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here he is to throw. That's complete to Wilson. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They'll run now on second down. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. Still one more in their pocket to use. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Setting up to pass. Buys time, rolling right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is to throw. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They pitch it out to him here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. The kick is good. He got it. And the 3rd time he puts it through will be the charm. They've won it. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from New Orleans.